Can you feature that awful creature? Can you feature that ugly creature? Creature features and feature features about creatures. Creature features. Now the strangest thing about this show on tune is its host, Bob Wilkins, and he brings it to you. Features and creature features and more creatures and more features. And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom lights. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die from just a fright. Ain't nothing gonna be, baby, I say be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. He gonna get you tonight.
Well, this is it. This is the final Creature Features with yours truly. And I guess we've been doing this for about 9 years now. And during the first break tonight, we'll introduce you to the man who will carry on the tradition here. They're getting hot coffee into him right now, and he'll be on with us during the first break. Tonight we'll close off with Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, a Hammer film, first time on this program. An unusual twist to it, and we'll talk more about that as the film goes on. We'll also show you some footage a little later in the show about how John Barrymore played Dr. Jekyll the very first time on the screen, the silent version. Alrighty, this, I guess some of you fans were with us in 1971. Seems like a long time ago. That's when we kicked off the show with Horror of Party Beach. And we knew we had our work cut out for us that night, and seems like it's been that way every Saturday night here. We've had some good moments, but Bob Shaw, who is sort of a producer behind the scenes of the show for many, many years, and we don't show Bob too often, mainly because he doesn't want to be associated with the program. You can't blame the guy. He wants to get ahead too. But he put together some facts and figures on this program. In 1971, the following new shows came out on the network level. See how many you remember. Getting Together, The Persuaders, Funny Face, Partners, Good Life, The Jimmy Stewart Show, Sarge, Bearcats, Nichols, Chicago Teddy Bears, that's the only one I remember, and Creature Features, 1971. None of those shows are on today. In fact, according to Bob, the only shows that came on in 1971, only shows lasting longer than this show, this is unbelievable, are All in the Family, The Wonderful World of Disney, and Hawaii Five-0. That's incredible, isn't it? Wow. 1971, Harold and Maude came out then. It's back in the theaters now. So anyway, we want to thank you fans for putting up with it all those years. We've tried to have a little fun, give you some information from time to time, and you know, make it entertaining for you. And I often kidded about the ratings on this program, but the ratings were always pretty good, and they're still solid. And of course, we want you to support the new host, and you'll find out who that is later tonight. So we thank you very much for your viewership. And in fact, here's a little trivia again from Bob Shaw. If you had watched all the Creature Features back to back, you would have watched 1,569 hours of television, 780 movies. It would have taken you, if you watched them all one after another, 65 days to watch all these shows, not counting the trip to the washroom. This program brought you closer to your washroom, didn't it? Anyway, in contrast, if you'd watch all of the I Love Lucy shows, you could watch those all in four days. 65 days for this one. And a half day to watch The Honeymooners. And then Bob goes on, if you'd watch all the combined works of McLean Stevenson, and what's that other fellow's name? Don Rickles, you could do that in 1 hour. 1 hour. So some interesting trivia. Let me give you a couple of clues now, since the new movie host isn't here. If you want action on this show, you fans know how to get it. You write to the program director. Just tell them you're fed up. And if that doesn't work, write to our news department. Because you remember a couple of years ago, you fans were up in arms, out in front of the studio with pickets and everything. The films were so bad. And I went to our anchor man at the time. I don't remember his name. I can't remember all the anchor people, you know. And this fellow got on the air, and he told you people what to do out there. I think we've got a film clip of that 2 or 3 years ago when you fans wanted action and you were fed up.
Is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. Damn it, my life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to take it anymore!
You remember that night a couple years ago? You just tell the new host and the program director from now on, I'm as mad as heck and I'm not going to take it anymore. As a result of that, we got 2 Godzilla movies, and we got a lot of good stuff out of that action. Now, we got to wind it up here. In fact, let me give you the rundown. Now, these are the final 5. I believe it's 4 or 5 people in the running for the movie host, and the winner will be introduced during the first break. First of all, Leon Heskett, who used to have his own show on Channel 20. In fact, a lot of people say it was an early version of the Gong program. And he's in the running. Truman Capote, they're looking for someone with a voice higher than mine. And he was... John Stanley, of course, is a dark horse from the Chronicle there, and he's been with us making reports, trying to get some time on television. John Madden, who says he'll never come back as a coach. Well, who knows? And it could be all of the above. And many think that that's the way it'll wind up. But the winner will be with us, either him or Truman Capote, at the first break. Okay? Now, just cleaning out my desk here, just some of the stuff.
Excuse me just a minute,
yeah.
Bob. I was looking for something for Monday's Dialing for Dollars, and this looks thanks.
Yeah.
This looks pretty good.
Pat McCormick. A lot of this stuff belongs to Pat because we share an office. And I thought I was going to get away with some of his film clips there. It was from Brother Buzz, but this is a good stuff from 9 years here. Some of the things that I'll always remember you fans by, and this was Robert Anthony made this, an artist. I put that there. An old King Kong Slurpee cup, one of my favorites. This is an actual voodoo doll from Haiti. Somebody sent me that. These were all going to go in the Bob Wilkins Museum, which of course is just a dream now. Remember, we were going to take over the old White Front store. I even had a correspondence from them. This is program director gave me this after being on the air for 5 years. Wear that whenever I can. A copy of the only country and western horror song ever, Myra Vampira, by the Poppers. A copy of Avalanche, which turned out to be the worst movie I have ever seen with Rock Hudson in it. And an actual garbage can used in the movie Milpitas Monster. There it is. I use it for an ashtray. Boy, this is stuff you cannot buy, nor would you want to. For over the years, fans have thought that I would smoke these big cigars. I have 412 of these in the coffin that you see underneath here. Here's an item I'll never part with. Remember the movie Squirm? This is one of the worms in that movie. And it goes on and on here. An ant farm, a can of Billy beer. Some of the many gifts I've received over the years. A little vampire puppet. Maybe one of these days, I'll keep the new host posted. We'll have a garage sale of all this stuff. But a lot of memories here. And I think you're going to enjoy tonight's movie. The crew is giving me the wind-up now because they want to get home early tonight. And by golly, you can't blame the poor devils. They've been pretty good to this show. I guess they really want to get home early. I'll tell you, we're going to play the theme song now and give a lot of the folks credit that have worked on this show over the years. And this is the last time you'll hear the old theme song, okay?